Hey street rescuers, meet Theodore, a sweet soul returned to the shelter 4 years after being adopted and placed on death row. But one determined woman refused to let him die. With love, hustle, and a little help from her rescue village, Theodore was saved just in time. Now he's healing, thriving, and one step closer to the forever home he deserves. Don't forget to subscribe. Real stories, real rescues. Let's begin.
And here is the other lucky dog that was rescued from basically being killed. So Brenda is fostering him, and she has been going to the shelter for a long time. She goes and volunteers who take the dogs for a walk, bring blankets, and she knows Theodore a few months, I think since December, and really loved this dog, was hoping it was going to get adopted. And she comes there one day and she sees Theodore is no longer in his cage. So she got all excited thinking, okay, great, he found a home. So she went to the staff, asked them, and they said no, he's in the back, he has a medical issue, and he's about to get killed. So of course, she did everything she could to try to find somebody to foster him or help him get him out. She basically was in tears. She didn't know how she was going to help him because he was running out of time. And of course, death row dogs came to the rescue. They decided that they're going to pull the dog as long as Brenda finds a foster. And that's another issue. Aside from spay-neutering, the second biggest issue is getting fosters. Because without fosters, we as rescue groups cannot help other lives. Because if we have a bunch of dogs that we're fostering, we don't have room for others. And if there's no people coming to us available to foster, we can't pull dogs from the shelter. So it's just a big mess. But anyway, going to the good news. So death row pulled Theodore where he needed to get an ACL, a very expensive surgery. So she did raise the money and did one leg. Now we're gonna help her raise more money for his other leg. But she said he's the sweetest dog, the most amazing dog. And as soon as he's healed and out of the woods, we'll be looking for a home for him. But people like Brenda are amazing. She doesn't have a nonprofit. She's not a rescuer that does this where she collects donations for 501. She actually does this from the bottom of her heart. She's been, helping animals since she was a little girl also. And it's amazing what this community of animal rescuers teaches us, that there's so many amazing people that we don't even know about. And that's another thing with this show. Why we have Hero of the Week is to show these amazing people that maybe you haven't heard of. And the stories and the lives that they save on a daily basis basically sacrifice their own life, their own happiness to make another life happy and safe. So it's just beautiful. And the more I'm in the rescue world, and it's been a long time, the more amazing people I meet, and they inspire me to do even more and come together. So this is also a reason why we're doing this project, is to show the amazing faces that save lives.
Here comes Theodore. He is taking his walk, his freedom walk.
Yeah, come on, Theodore. Yeah.
Hi, Theodore. Hi, buddy. Are you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, just get me out of here. Let's go. Let's get out of this place. You want to go see the
Oliver, I cannot thank you for your help.
Oh, well, you really were on it.
Hi, baby.
You were on it.
He's just gonna smell a little bit on his way.
He's been here for almost a year.
Theodore is going for freedom.
Yeah, finally, he's been here since February 9th of last year.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
These are the doors, Theodore.
Come on, here's your freedom route.
Okay.
All right, you're all set.
I am. Thank you so much. Okay, this is Theodore. He is in the car and he is ready to go. Say thanks, everyone. Okay, you want to come sit
Oh,
over here?
so
You
sweet.
can come say hi, huh?
Hi,
Come on,
Theodore.
buddy. All right, buddy.
Okay,
Come here.
death row dog number 2. So I got to hear
Sit
his
down.
story.
So, this is the reason that I became a volunteer for Death Row Dogs Los Angeles. Stephanie LaMotta she's the founder of Death Row Dogs. She's been doing this for almost 40 years.
Wow.
And you know, the funny thing is I asked her, how did they network dogs before the internet?
Yeah, exactly. What did she say?
The recycler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
40 years ago.
There's no way that we could save the dogs that we save like we do now.
No.
The videos, the pictures,
Yeah.
the social media, all the different apps.
Everything is very, like, right there in your face if
Yeah.
you want it to be, yeah.
So this guy, I donate at the shelters. I like to take toys, blankets, food, treats, pumpkin. So I met Theodore at West Valley while he was in his kennel, and he was just such a great dog. He was so sweet and friendly, and I know you're not supposed to stick your hands in there, but...
Oh, I always do. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. I go to shelter, like, oh, they're like, oh, my,
But
putting my finger in the, yeah.
You know which ones you could do it with.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, you can see in their eyes if they're
Yeah.
going to try to nip your finger off or not.
Right. Or in Ray's case, I wouldn't have stuck my hand in
Yeah.
Ray's cage. I loved him. He was beautiful, but I wouldn't have
Yeah.
because he wasn't presenting well.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate circumstance for a lot of these dogs. They get that crazy and then they don't present well. And then they don't get adopted.
And then we go back to how they are different when they're in
When
jail.
they're not in that cage.
Yeah.
And so Theodore, he was adopted originally from West Valley as a pup in 2020. He was returned in 2024. So
Okay.
pandemic dog, which we had a lot of that. People adopting dogs for companions during the pandemic and then going back to work and deciding, I don't need the dog anymore.
Yeah. Which
So-
happened a lot, right? After the pandemic, a lot of people brought back the
Yes.
dogs that they adopted during because they're home all day, couldn't go anywhere. So they're like, oh, let's get a doggy. And then they no longer needed it. So
Yes, and my nose, my running. I've been crying here.
that's okay.
You're just
honey.
making me
It's,
cry.
no.
So Theodore was this dog that I'd been playing with for months. I mean, April to December. And when I came in for a donation in December, I went back to see him and say, hey, and he was gone. And I thought, oh, he got adopted. So I went to ask, and they told me that he was in medical and that he had been hurt, but not much information. Come on, buddy.
Come here, honey.
We're gonna sit here, buddy.
Come here.
Sit
Yeah,
down.
sit down, 'cause you have a little
sit,
owie.
Theodore.
You got a little
There you
owie.
go.
Can't
You
be
sit
running
right
around
next.
yet.
Come on, sit down. So I waited to see what was going on, if he was coming back out or what, and I was scrolling through my usual youth listed animals, and I saw a familiar face. I saw Theodore. And so I did not know how to do this. I didn't work with death row dogs then. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I could not let this guy die. And unfortunately, I have people bringing me animals all the time because I've been doing this since I
And they
was
know
a kid.
you do it, and it's gonna be hard for you to say no.
Yes,
Right.
which is why I've ended up with half the animals I have, as well as finding animals homes.
How many do you have of your own?
I don't know if I can say that.
More than you should say. Okay, let's just leave it at that.
But, and I foster. Theodore is my medical foster because it's really hard to find those. But I just started calling around. I started calling rescues because I didn't know. I believe, like most people do, that a rescue is just going to come and get the dog if you ask them.
Yeah, no.
No.
Because they're also, it's hard for, I have an animal rescue, and it's really hard, as we said before, with Ozzy. Like, if you don't have fosters, you're kind of
no
like,
rescue.
there's nothing you can do, you know? You can have the donations, but if you don't have fosters, what are
Where
you
does
going to
the
do?
dog go?
Exactly.
Right. The average rescue does not have a facility.
No.
There are rescues that have facilities.
And lucky
yes.
them, God, only
Yes.
I wish be a
But the
dream.
average rescue relies on a foster.
Yeah.
So fosters are the key to saving an animal's life.
Yeah, fosters are truly the angels because without them, there's no way
There's
we could
no
help
saving.
them. Yeah.
Mm-mm. You can't save them. And so that's when I found that out. Because the rescues were replying, well, do you have a foster? And I was like, no.
So you pulled Theodore before you knew?
No, I didn't pull him.
You didn't pull him yet.
He's
okay.
on the youth list,
Okay.
ready to die.
So and in the meantime, you're looking to see if you can find a rescue.
Yes,
Okay.
and they gave him an extension. He was supposed to be killed on January 11th, and they extended him
Of
to
this
the
year?
Yes,
Okay.
and they extended him to the 15th. And then at that point, I was crying because I was like, okay, I got 3 more days, 3 more days.
And you were attached to him, and after all these months.
I was hoping to see him, you know, the
Yeah.
post that said he was adopted, but that never came. And so I kept working, calling. I was doing it 24/7 at one point, just every rescue, just got the list of all the New Hope partners, and there's a lot. And just started going down the list, and I had got to Death Row Dogs. And Stephanie called me back. She didn't just message me, she called me and said, I want to help you get Theodore.
Wow.
And I said, okay, what do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do? And, you know, she explained, you need to find a foster. We're going to help you. So we got a temporary foster for Theodore. And, but that was just before he was going to die. I mean, literally, it was the next morning. I thought I was going to wake up in the morning, go to work, and come home, and he would be dead, you know? And because she called me at 6 a.m. in the morning, we were able to save him.
Wow.
And
But now he's with you. How did he end up with you as a foster?
well, here's the thing. The original foster, I think she was a little afraid of his size.
Okay. Hard to handle.
And he's energetic and he's strong.
Yeah, I saw earlier the way he was looking at the squirrel. He was ready to go.
So he's a strong dog. I think she was a little afraid, so she backed out after we dropped him at the vet. So now we're panicking.
Oh my God, that's a bad foster.
So-
but at least you got him out of the shelter. So I
Yeah.
guess one problem led to
And
a
then-
lesser problem.
Yeah,
I guess.
yes, and thank goodness for, I called the vet, and I spoke with Dr. Pitt's office manager, Elizabeth, and told her what happened, and she said that we will stall, because he had some stuff to be done.
Okay.
They actually ended up holding Theodore for 5 days for me,
Oh wow.
and death row,
To figure it out.
and they didn't charge us anything.
Wow.
Nope. And so we got a foster, and Athena has been amazing, and I know she loves him, so this is gonna break her heart because she doesn't want to see him get adopted. She wanted to adopt him, but I guess that wasn't in the cards. But I know that she calls me all the time, checks on him, but she couldn't do the medical foster. And I tried and tried and tried to get a medical foster, but I couldn't find one, so here I am.
Here you are.
And it's been a journey because he is a big dog, and in the first week and a half, he wasn't supposed to move at all, and so I had to lift him with a strap. We got an amazing foster, or donor, named Nava. Nava has paid for over $2,000 on this leg. She's given money for his care and upkeep. So I don't have to do anything but take good care of him, and she calls me every day.
Oh, that's
She's his little angel. If it wasn't for Nava, he still might not have this surgery yet. And he needs 2.
So he needs his other leg also.
2 torn ACLs, but I don't weigh enough if they could have done them to the same time, but I would have never been able to.
Oh, because you would have to
keep hitting
lift
that.
him, right? Oh, yeah, that would have been.
And not
tiny,
having
so
it
there's
just.
no way, yeah.
He's really good though. I mean, he helps
Aw.
a lot. He does help. He's a good dog. He's good with other dogs. Athena had a 10-year-old Chihuahua and a Husky cattle dog mix, I believe. 5 years old, Bear, his best friend. And I mean, he couldn't have asked for a better foster.
All right, so now what do we have to do? We have to get his other
One
leg
more
done,
leg.
right? So we got to
And then he
raise
needs
some
to
money
be
for
adopted.
it, huh?
raise money and
money,
get adopted.
Get a new home.
Yeah, and like I said, you gotta have someone special. This dog is my heart. Since him, I've probably had my hand in probably about anywhere between 50 to 100 rescues in one way or another. I've transported for other rescues. I've helped other people, network their dogs. I have an amazing partner, Lola. She's been teaching me how to find the fosters.
Oh, great, okay.
So she's taught me so much. So between Death Row Dogs and Stephanie and Lola,
you're good.
This is a passion for me. I can't stop scrolling. And some days
Sometimes it's better not to, because then your heart is breaking, and if you know you can't help at that moment because you don't have a foster.
So many of the ones that we want to
But you know what? Like since I've been doing this, like every time, like I used to help best friends do transports at Baldwin Park, and like every time I went to the shelter, I used to be like hysterical, like crying and so depressed and sad when I came home. But I had somebody kind of kick me in the ass one day, and they're like, Joanna, if you can help one dog or one animal at a time, you're doing more than a lot of people. And if you save that one dog, maybe you can inspire somebody else to help. And it's just like, like an ongoing thing. So be proud that you can save one dog or one animal at a time. And that really stuck to me, and I try not to get too emotional because I would be a wreck every time, that there's an animal in need. So I try to keep that in my head. So maybe if you keep that in your head,
keep that in my head,
and be like, you're doing an amazing job, you're an amazing person, you do what you can do.
Right.
And he's here because of you. Ray is here because of you. And and you're inspiring other people. And the village, like you're meeting other people. Like you met my ex-husband, which tried to help. Then you met me, and now we're gonna do other things together. We're gonna try to raise, because the surgery at the vet is how much? Like $4,000, you said. And did you raise any money yet for that second leg? Or
we
not
haven't
yet?
done the second leg yet. There's got to be probably a good 3-4 months in between.
Okay. And then what about raising? Have you raised any donations for it yet?
No, I got to start all over.
Okay.
We just cleared it out. He had this surgery on the 13th, so we've been convalescing here, and it isn't easy because this dog has a lot of energy.
Strong too. Yeah.
But he's an amazing dog. He was loved. Yeah. Somebody loved this dog at some point in time, because the personality on this dog, you couldn't ask for a better pet. He's just amazing.
So the goal is to get him the surgery, find him an amazing home, and we're gonna do that. So love that I met you. I wish I could meet more people like you, because together we can make a huge difference, and we're going to make sure we can help you in any way we can. Maybe we can bring him to one of our vets and, have them take a look at him, and, maybe they can even do the surgery. So we'll figure it out together. But yeah, God bless you.
Oh, God bless you. I'm telling you, you're the angel.
All right, Brenda, thank you for meeting me
finally.
Thank you
so much for everything you do.
And then, you always can call me, and with any help, I will do what I can. As I said, one animal at a time, we can do it. Right, Theodore?
We're just going to add another one under your wings.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, baby.
Theo. Let's go.
Come on, honey.
Let's go, buddy. It's a good.
And here's how you can change the story. Adopt, don't shop, foster, even if it's for a short time. Donate to amazing animal rescues, spay-neuter programs, share and spread the word, because we can only do it and help these animals with your help.